Special counsel John Durham releasing new evidence that seems to show that Clinton lawyer Michael Sussman lied to the FBI after claiming he did not work for the DNC.
Sean Duffy, Fox News contributor and former Wisconsin congressman, joins us now. You just saw that text message on the screen from Michael Sussman to Jim Baker. Says, I have something time sensitive. I'm coming on my own, not on behalf of a client or company. Want to help the Bureau. That seems like the smoking gun, Sean. What does this mean for Michael Sussman? And I guess more importantly, overall, the investigation into the origins of the Russia probe overall.
Yeah, well, first, the quality of evidence matters, right? So you can have the FBI testify to the recollection of what was said to them before a meeting. They might have their notes that they can refer to and say, listen, I took immediate notes during the meeting. That could be admissible. But when you have a text message from the defendant himself, incriminating himself, that is unimpeachable evidence and goes to the quality of the special counsel's case against Sussman. So, again, I think this is a death blow. But what this says more broadly about what Hillary Clinton was doing in the Russia hoax was they were trying to dupe everybody, the American people, the press, the FBI. Now, I think you had willing participants to be duped within the FBI and the press, but this was a concerted effort to drive this narrative that Donald Trump was colluding with Russia, selling out the American people on behalf of the Russians, and have the American people turn on our new sitting president. Outrageous stuff. And it started with this lying to the FBI.
Be interesting to see if Hillary is in some real legal trouble because of this as the drip drip continues. Meantime, former President Obama insisting that worried Dems should just tell their story to win the midterms. Here he is.
Mr. President, what do you say to Democrats worried about the midterms? What do you tell Democrats worried about the midterms? We've got a story to tell. We've got to tell.
Sean, seems like more of a nightmare to me, but what story do the Dems have to tell?
Yeah, listen, Todd, you go home and you tell your story of open borders, more crime. But the real story is a lot of American families are going to grocery stores and gas stations, and they can't afford the new prices, right? I mean, that is the story of this election cycle. And if you talk to any candidate running in any district across America, unless they're in a really rich district, this is what everyone's talking about. And Democrats have no response to this, right? I mean, how do you rebuff an attack that inflation is not your fault from borrowing and spending and printing, and then the attacks on American energy from Democrats? You really can't argue back against what real Americans are feeling in their pocketbooks, in their homes, hard decisions that they're making. So it's a really nice comment from Barack Obama. Yeah, tell your story. Well, there's not a good story to tell. And again, I think the American voter is going to hold Democrats accountable to a huge extent in the spring election. And again, I think Democrats wish they could kind of pivot and go in a new direction, but there's nowhere to go. They're kind of back in the corner. They're in a box, and Democrats are going to have them in that corner and are going to punch them with inflation all day long, which is not going to get better before Election Day.
No, it certainly is not. And speaking of elections, was a big day in your home state of Wisconsin. There were school board elections in nearly every district, and conservatives came out on top in Wisconsin. 29 school board incumbents losing their seats in Waukesha. 3 Republican-backed candidates won in what they're calling a nonpartisan school board election. What's your reaction to this and what this says about how parents feel overall about education in this country?
Well, it's a good story because Waukesha is a conservative county, right? This is where the parade incident happened, but they're very conservative people. It's a story of Republicans and conservatives not paying attention to these local races, whether it's their city council, their county board, or their school board. And they let liberals come in and do radical things. Waukesha and across the state, you've seen conservatives at grassroots, just moms and dads who care about school, get involved. And in Waukesha, you saw 3 conservative board members win seats against 3 liberal incumbents. And the story is Republicans, conservatives, grassroots they weren't paying attention in the past. They pay attention, and all of a sudden they take these seats back, which is important. Now, in Wisconsin, there wasn't victories for conservatives all over the state, but by and large, it was a good night for Republicans who paid attention to these races. Republicans won on an appellate court in Wisconsin, which was positive. So again, you see this tired bear waking up of conservatism and getting involved in the results show at the ballot box.
A lot of money pumped into that race. Going to happen a lot of other places throughout the nation. Sean Duffy, we appreciate your time this morning. Thank you, sir.
Thanks, Sean.